Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and how are you guys doing today? We're going to be taking a look at Xing Tian, the Indomitable, or Xing Tian, I guess that's how he's pronounced. I always pronounce people poorly, even though I think it's pretty good, but I get feedback that it's not the best. So Xing Tian is, I believe, the way to pronounce this god. And right now, what to say about this guy? He is simply the best. That's right. In SMITE, if you want to know who is the best, most highly respected and valuable guardian in the game, it is Xing Tian. Now, there are some close seconds. Athena really comes to mind. Geb as well as Khepri, although he plays a little bit of a different role. But in terms of team fight, in terms of presence, in terms of solo lane, and just the power that this guy has, Xing Tian is just unbelievably strong. Now, I'm going with a little bit of a different start here. I'm playing a class match, which is a little bit different pacing than Conquest. It's a lot faster and really enjoyable for me. So if you haven't played Clash or still trying to get used to Clash, I have a lot of videos on this mode, and I continue to put them out because I really enjoy this mode and the fast pacing. It's a little bit of like arena pacing with the effects of a Conquest, which means you could still snowball, you could still really feel the benefits of doing really well, and there's just a lot more team fight engagements, a lot more action because a lot of things happen in this center here. So I'm hanging off onto the right side. You see my my number 2 coming up, and the thing about Xing Tian, and I want to talk to you guys about a couple things in this video. One, I want to talk to you about Xing Tian. So if you don't know about him, don't know why he's so powerful, you'll know after this video. But assuming that you do, a lot of us do, I won't spend too much time on that, but I do want to spend some time on what makes a good Guardian player. A lot of people I know have watched the video, you know, the top 5 best ways to become a better SMITE player. I just did a follow-up video to that, to one of the rules I have, which is never surrender. So if you want to see that video, you could check that out on my YouTube as well. But one of the most important things in that video I mentioned is to learn every single class. I know a lot of people love playing mages and hunters. Don't we all, guys? Don't we love the fun class? Don't we love getting kills? I don't know why. We just love killing people. We do. And nobody loves saving people, you know? But the Guardians do the job that is so valuable. They save, they set up, they support. Really, it's such a beneficial and valuable role. When you see those guys, it's kind of like, I don't know, they just get a lot of lack of respect, I think, and it makes people really love them when they finally do get their moment. So, you know, I think a really good support is appreciated, and it's a great thing to learn. And if you want to learn that, Xing is a great character to do it with. You see, I'm getting pressured there a lot, but I still am able to survive. Why is that? Well, part of the reason, I think, is because of the Mark of the Vanguard start. You see, it's not a typical start. I don't know if that'll happen for Season 3, but one of the things I wanted to experiment with in this game was going very defensive. Xing is one of the best things about Xing Tian, and I'm just going to go with Xing, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's probably Xin, but I can't pronounce it well enough to keep my thoughts going without thinking about the pronunciation. So let's say Xing. Xing is so good at getting in a fight, stopping someone from doing what they want to do, locking people down, reducing damage, causing a bunch of damage on top of that. So not only is he the penultimate disruptor, he is a damaging tank as well, and he's got such crazy mobility that it's hard to either kill him or get away from him. So one of the great things about it is that that's all in his natural kit. One of the reasons he's so strong is because he doesn't have to build to do anything like all of those things that I just mentioned. He really doesn't have to wait till he's level 18. He doesn't have to wait till he gets a certain item online. Xing does damage throughout the entire game. In fact, a lot of Xing Tians, when played correctly, will carry the game in terms of damage. Not necessarily kills, but in terms of damage, because of that number 1 that he has, and because of that ultimate being able to affect so many people, he will really be on the top of the damage charts quite often. And when you really get ahead as a Guardian, they do even more damage, but not only that, they're able to survive so much more. As you see, the hell here gets focused, and that first blood doesn't go to us, but we do get the kill there. Our Nemesis taking that hell down and allowing us to go ahead and get even on this board here. We're pretty even in terms of gold, and it looks like the game is kind of taking a slower pace after a little bit of the frenetic, where do I go, what do I do kind of beginning. I'm getting frozen here by the Amir, and my mana is almost out, but I want to get my number 1 onto those minions. Now, what that does is basically reduces the physical damage that gods can do to me by by about 50% for several seconds. So this is a great way to lock down hunters or physical damage gods, physical attack gods. It's not ability based, it's basically physical attack, auto attack based. So this is a great way to shut down hunters and cause a lot of damage. Now I'm out of mana and the Amir ult is coming out. The Janus ult luckily goes for the Hebo instead of me, and I'm able to live and avoid the portal. He's diving my tower now. He's got some minions to do it. However, he cannot finish me off. I'm at 25 health. How am I out of there? The Nemesis ult comes out onto the Janus, but the Amir freeze saves him. The Soul is trying to get there as soon as possible with her incorporeal form, but it's not enough, and the Janus is able to get a kill, dive me under my tower, and then get away because of the help of the Amir. Now, one of the things I want to point out is that could not have happened. The Nemesis ult was out. She was pursuing the Janus. The slow was about to come out. It was pretty much game over for him, but the support of the Amir being there allowed the Janus to escape. And that is one of the most valuable things that a support can do, just being in the right position. A lot of supports, a lot of characters, a lot of people who play Guardians, one of the biggest things I see that they don't do well is position themselves. It's really not about using your abilities, because really as a Guardian, when you use all of your abilities, when you're out of your kit, as the Hebo comes out with a fantastic ult onto the hell, I go here onto the Janus, trying to put some pressure on him, forcing him to turn around. The freeze from the Amir does come out, but I'm able to get around. The portal from Janus comes down, and I see the Soul almost turning incorporeal, so I know that's kind of a waste of time. Staying in this right lane here to get my solo farm and try and get myself up a little bit higher, because I'm level 6, and the rest of my team is pretty much level 8, as well as them as well, level 7s, a lot of them. I'm kind of the youngest, the littlest guy on the battlefield, but I'm still able to survive a lot of this pressure and damage because of my Hide of the Urchin, because of my Mark of the Vanguard. Now, I typically will not start with items that are not boots, but on Guardians, and especially in this game, I wanted to experiment with this, building much defensively here. As the Amir pressure was coming, I used my ult defensively to stop his engagement and allow us to go ahead and have the Nemesis get that kill onto the Bakasura. I'm running away. I'm at 216 health. The Amir is pursuing me, but now he's turned around basically onto the Apollo. The Soul is here as well. He gets the freeze on both of them. Is one of them going down? He hits the Soul with his Frostbite and takes her out. Zinx gets the kill on Rampage Biscuit. He's running away, and it looks like we're going to be pursuing, but can we get the kill? No, the Amir gets away. Oh, the agony. But we'll get him back. Don't worry. We'll get him back. We're down 4-3. We're down by about 500 gold, but it's okay. We're coming back, guys. The Amir is diving us now. Now, this is a little bit of hubris. Get back here. I miss him with my root, so I'm not allowed. I don't knock him up or root him, but I do allow the pressure to basically desist there as I go ahead and engage with him, just forcing him off. And like I was saying, guys, with Guardians, it's not necessarily about using your abilities right away. Sometimes it's about holding your abilities. The reason that's powerful is because people then have to respect that you've still got your kit available. You could still put them in a bad situation. They can't be as aggressive as they would be if your entire kit is down, because they know that if they get too aggressive, you can jump up, knock them up, and root them for 2 seconds, or you can freeze them, or you can stun them, right, with your ultimate or something of the other, taunt them for 2 seconds. That's why when you basically I guess the way is show it all, you kind of put yourself in a bad position. It's kind of like a you know, a guy or a girl who goes out to the club and, you know, they're basically naked. I mean, that's great. I mean, you love it, but after a while, after a couple of hours, you're looking at them all night. It's kind of like, you know, hey, I know everything that's going on. There's no suspense. There's no there's no guessing factor here. As I go ahead onto the Bakasura, I get the knock up and the root. I'm chasing after him, but it's not enough damage. My number 1 is not available because I'm out of mana, unfortunately, there, that I could not get the damage over time and the initial damage that applied there. As we go ahead and get another kill, us taken down here by the Soul getting taken down on our team, and it's a little unfortunate. I'm definitely not feeling that I'm playing the best Xing, even though I think I'm doing a great job. I just think our team needs me to be in a little bit of a different position, because a lot of my teammates are dying, and if you're a Guardian, that's a great thing to notice about yourself. You know, not every moment is going to be perfect, so to notice when things aren't really going well, when your team is dying and you're the Guardian, you're the support, you got to start thinking, okay, what can I do? I see the engagement happening here, and I decide to go ahead onto the hell. I get my number 1 and I take her down, making her pay for that punishment. I'm not using my number 2. Why is that? Because Emir is CC immune in his ultimate, and I wanted to get the root, but the Janus portal comes up in a perfect timing to stop that. However, me and Kappa with my number 1 and his number 3 go ahead and get the kill onto the Emir, so we basically punish both of them for diving our tower and getting that kill, and we are now 5-8. I'm telling them to be careful left as I basically head over to support my team, and the immense three-person pressure there coming out. Now I'm getting focused by the Janus and the Soul. Most of my damage is coming from those 2 members of the team, and I want you guys to realize this is an important factor to notice. Somebody said the other day, how do you build towards other people? Because that's not really a thing, because they'll just build to counter you. I want to address this because I think it's really important to understand when I'm talking about building against other players, it's not that, okay, they build, physical defense, so then I build Executioner, so they build more physical defense, so I build Jotun's Wrath or something like that. You know what I mean? That's not the case. That's what I mean, guys. What I mean is, you basically build towards the game. And what that means is that if characters are focusing you, if you see a lot of high pressure, most of their damage is not coming from the Bakasura. Would you guys agree? The Hell, the Soul, the Janus, they are much more of a effect on our team. And so if I can basically get in front and disrupt them, I don't really have to worry about the Bakasura at this point. So I'm building high magical defense right now, as you can see, going into my magical defense at this point because of that fact. I'm not basically going towards a max cooldown build, which I normally do right away with Xing Tian, because of the fact that Soul, Janus, and Hell are having, and especially Amir, are having much more of an impact on our team than the Bakasura, especially because there's 4 magical, as I get a 3-man ultimate there onto the 2-man ultimate from Hebo, taking out both characters there. We get 1 man lost in that engagement. We've taken down 2 of theirs, it looks like. The Amir gets a kill. I'm jumping after the Bakasura. Can I take him down? Big TT left, goes ahead and takes him down as well, and we basically get ourselves back into this game. It's 8-9. We're only down by about 700 gold. The Amir is diving our tower, but I'm focusing onto the Janus, who dove way too far. That hubris does not work out for him this time, and we go ahead and get the kill thanks to the tower. We do let the Amir escape, but in my opinion, getting that Janus, who was level 13, and we're only level 10, 11, the only person on our team who's 13 is Apollo. Getting him out of the game is so much more important than the level 11 Emir, and that's just prioritizing there. And I think right now you're seeing that shift that I made, that acknowledgement of that I needed to be in better places to support my team. I needed to target different characters than I was targeting, and I needed to basically build differently towards the situation is what's really helping us to have some success here. You see the Bakasura going in onto the Apollo. He's escaping, and now I'm reducing Soul's physical basic attack damage, helping the Apollo to escape with a little bit more safety in mind, helping him to know that, hey, it's not going to hurt that much as you're running back with no mana. Part of the RAYNz clan as well. Oh man, some funny stories about the clan I'll have to share with you guys once I have a little bit more time here. It's been crazy in Chile. So much to tell you guys when I get back. I'll be back in about a week. So for those of you who are excited to see more gameplay, more videos coming out on that usual daily schedule, get excited because I will be back in town ready to go, baby. It'll be very, very nice, and I'm excited for the changes that have been coming here. The Janus and the Soul pressuring me as I'm staying here with the Hebo. Just staying here, staying helpful, trying to basically help myself clear some of these minions and share some of this experience. I see our, who is that? Is that our, oh, that's our Apollo taking their blue buff on the left-hand side. Looks like an engagement is starting over there with the Hell, but it looks like he's able to get away. That's actually the Soul, but it looks like he's able to get away with his ultimate. A great thing about Apollo there, and it's just a little bit of back and forth here, trying to basically keep the pressure high onto the Soul, onto the Janus. The momentum has swung in our favor. We're actually in a gold lead now, and it's just the value of being responsible enough of your own play to kind of look at what you can do to be better. One of the best things about SMITE is it's just an example consistently to learn. Every single game is an opportunity to kind of look at what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, and then make adjustments. I love making adjustments during the game, but you can also make adjustments afterwards. So even if you really couldn't make it happen, you always have a chance to look at the game from a more of a bigger perspective at the end of it, and kind of have maybe a little bit less pressure than you do during the game. As I see Rampage Biscuit going ahead, getting a double kill on the left-hand side. Although we do lose one, we're able to go ahead 11-10, and now we're up by about 5, 6, 7,000 gold here. So I'm feeling good. You see I'm moving into my cooldown now, which is usually what I'll prioritize with Xing, and it's because he's so good. His kit is so good. Back to the topic I wanted to discuss earlier is why is Xing so good? Well, it's because he's just so disruptive, and his kit is just so good at locking people down and just putting them in bad situations and disrupting a fight. That's the best part. You see, I'm not using all of my abilities here. I could be chasing people, but I'm focusing on the Janus. Why is that? He still gets the kill onto the Apollo, but he's definitely going to die here. At least it looks like we've got him cornered with the Soul, and I actually take him down with my damage over time. You see the damage Xing can put out just from his number 1 there, killing Janus without even doing a thing. Again, showcasing the potential and the power of this god. Now, his ultimate is one of the best ultimates in the game to really disrupt. As I was saying, he's such a good disruptor. You see the ultimate coming out, getting 2 people, the Bakasura and the Hill. My number 1 comes out on the Bakasura, diminishing him in just a moment. I'm here tanking for my tower, allowing my Hebo to go in, but he sees me retreating and decides to retreat as well. If he would have been a little bit more coordinated with me, I think we would have been able to go ahead and get that kill, but it doesn't matter. I'm diving the tower again, keeping the soul and the hell away from the Amir so no one can follow up on his freeze. Now, that's one of the best things I can say to do. I root the Amir as well, and the damage comes out too much for them from the Nemesis and the Hebo and myself. With the 2-second root, they're just able to plow into him without him having a chance to do anything. He's used his freeze, and oh, damn. No, the snipe from the Janus after such a good play. We were up 14-11, and now it's 14-12. That Janus is a problem, and he's playing really, really well. You got to give anybody props who snipes like that. Although, I've had some crazy snipes in Clash, so I can't tell if it's just like I'm good, or it's just been a thing that Clash is, you know, a little bit easier to do some crazy snipes in Clash. As Apollo goes ahead and gets that right tower, he's pushing the right Phoenix as well. One of the best things about Apollo on your team, if somebody knows how to play him, you look at that Phoenix going down, down, be loving around, sugar, we're going down swinging, I'll be your number one with a bullet. Goggin and bullet. I don't know the lyrics. Damn, I forgot. I forgot the lyrics. That was a good song though. Was it? God, what is the name of that band? Something. God, I can't remember. Who cares? Somebody tell me what the name of that was. I'm sure I'll remember right after I do this video, as it always is. Forget during the video and always remember right after. But that's what I have you guys for. So the beauty about this, guys, is that looking at this game, I could see there's just a lot of great things to take away. Not only the positioning, I think, for when you're getting used to playing Guardians, you can look at how the mentality is different. A lot of people are going. A lot of times you'll see me playing aggressively, going for kills, trying to finish people off. But with the Guardian mentality, even with Xing, who can do a lot of damage, it's hard to transform into the mentality that I think your team needs. As I get frozen in midair, damn, that shit is cool. I've never seen something like that. The 3-man ultimate comes out. However, Bakasura beats, but I go to force my number 1 onto him, and Nemesis goes ahead and gets the kill as well. I jump using my double jump onto the hell, but I miss my number 1, and her heal is just way too much for me. But I say, you know what? Keep going. I'll take this damage, baby. You're trying to run from me, but it don't really matter. I'm basically heading back here, and it looks like we've got a minion wave to push into this. I'm using my number 1. I miss again onto my hell, trying to cause as much damage as I can onto her with my number 3. I get the root, and the Janus comes over. The portal goes down onto the soul. He's trying to get his number 2, but it's not enough. He's got full mana. I don't know why. He must have used it earlier. The Amir chasing our soul, but I'm not going to let him take her down as well. I've got my number 2 available, and that's the power of Xing Tian, and that's the power of supporting your teammates. It's a different mentality. I could have tried to go and kill the Janus, but I needed to use that defensively. Now the Amir is diving me under my tower. He takes a shot from the tower. He takes some minions. I'm going after the hell. I'm like, I don't give a crap. I've got Hide of the Urchin. I've got freaking boots. I've got a Heartward Amulet. I don't care about your magical damage. Look at me. I'll just stand. I'll take all of it. All 3 of you, here you go. Taste my old. Your beads are down. Hell, I'm going with my number 1. The Hebo comes over. I get the root, and that's all she wrote. The Amir going into his ultimate, but it's not enough, baby. Kappa Kiev, our Hebo, finishes it off, and now it's just the Bakasura left in our way. I'm staying here. I'm supporting my team. I'm not caring about kills, guys. I'm caring about supporting these guys to do their job. Being a support is often a selfless role. It's often not a role that gets a lot of praise, as I hit my number 1. And unfortunately, the damage isn't enough to follow up. I don't even have the mana to do so. So it's time to go back. It's time to be smart. But look at this, 18-14. We're up by 5,000 gold, and we were down for a portion of the game, guys. This is just what it's like to really band together. This is not one of those moments where probably a lot of you would have surrendered, but I know some people. I know some freaking people that would have surrendered at the early part of this game after a couple bad starts, maybe at the 3-6 moment, if they had the opportunity. Guys, you can't do that. You got to keep learning, man. Take some value out of every game that you have. I'm looking to maybe sell Mark of the Vanguard here and move into something else. But again, you see me picking up a little bit of physical defense as well, and a little bit of health, because Xing is very, very good when he has a lot of health. Guardians are great building health, especially when you get Heartward Amulet. If you get Sovereignty as well, you really put a lot of health into your build, and that really helps to absorb 1 or even 2 more abilities there. You see the hell, she's laughing as well. It looks like their team isn't really happy with this experience of losing after winning so much. You see the Janice just being forced to run away. Everyone is running away from me. The Bakasura jumping, but I've got my number 3 and the double points of damage take him out the hell, and all of them are so spaced out. The Amir is by himself. She stays to go ahead and heal him, but was that the best decision? I'm not sure. I try and get the root onto the Amir in case he was running away, but nope. He gets cleaned up by the Apollo, and now we are 21 and 14. We're up by almost 7,000 gold, and it's time for us to look to finish this game. The hell is in a bad spot here. I've got my double jump. I've got my root available. She knows that's all she wrote, and our Nemesis goes ahead and finishes the deal. I want to take this Janice out. I want to put some pressure on him. His Soul Reaver proc, I think, happens onto me there, but it's not enough to do anything. I'm looking just to disrupt. His ultimate comes out to avoid my number 2, and I save it there. He portals himself, but it doesn't matter. The Titan falls, and we win the game, baby. That's another victory here for the RAYNZ clan. 4 of us here. Big TT Love. We got Rampage up in this. I forgot who our other one was. Let me see. Who was it? Oh, God, I can't. Who was it? Kappa Kiev, and then, of course, one other player. But you just see great game, a great Xing Tian game. I wanted to show you guys Xing because I haven't done a video on him in a while. I've got a combo tips on him. I've got a god guide on him, so check out those videos. They're very fun. If you want to learn Xing's abilities and combos, please go to that combo tips video and check it out in my combo tips playlist on my video. It's either 3-0 and 17 game here. He's pretty much indestructible. He's the best Guardian by far right now. He had 100% participation in the SMITE World Championships. He was either banned or picked every single game. And the thing that's really amazing about this moment is that Season 3 things may change. And so if you guys, this is my challenge to everyone in the community, if you think you know what's going to be a great build for Xing in Season 3, go ahead and post that in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts about Xing and the upcoming playstyles and the upcoming thoughts you have about him in Season 3 so that we all can build off the knowledge that we have of this god and that we're doing to kind of improve our game and adjust to the new changes that they have in this upcoming Season 3. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week, so look for another video possibly in between, but definitely look for more videos starting back daily next week when I get back to LA. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you like this for more combo tips, god guides, other videos, and all stuff like that. Follow my twitch.tv/Raynday and my Twitter at Raynday Gaming. And as always, guys, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.